What's going on, guys, and welcome to the channel. If you like SBC tips, trading advice, how to complete objectives, and much more, even player reviews, icon reviews, SBCs, for example, daily ones, are they worth it, how to complete them, then why not hit that subscription button, turn on notification bell so you do not miss a future video, because we have got all the FIFA content you need on this channel. So we have got ourselves the 88 mid Veron. I was lucky enough to pack him yesterday in one of the, I forgot what it was, the daily SBC or one of the objective things where it was tradable. But obviously he's coming in at 6'1", medium, right foot, 3-star skill, 4-star weak foot. I've been spending the last 10 minutes before recording this intro whether to play him as a CDM or a box-to-box. We are going to be playing as a box-to-box today with a hunter. Obviously his acceleration and sprint speed is okay. It's not the best, definitely not the worst. His finishing obviously isn't the greatest, but then again his defensive awareness and stand tackle isn't, so he's kind of not an cam and not a CDM. He's definitely a box-to-box, so we are going to be trying to link him up. Aggression's really good, stamina's okay, composure is fantastic, short pass, long pass, fantastic. Penalties are good, long shots, shot power really good. That's why we went for Hunter, just to boost up that pace and his finishing. So it goes up to 84 finishing and 85 pace. In terms of traits, he's only got AI traits, so nothing too important there. This is the team we are going to be playing him in, and we are going to show you a custom tactics that we are using on him today. So we are going to be playing in our ultra attacking formation, which is obviously, that's the instructions there if you want to see in terms of tactics, defensive and attacking. And in terms of actual gameplay, we're going to have Veron not as a winger, that is for sure. We're going to change that right now, thank God I noticed. We're going to put Veron here on the left-hand side as a box-to-box. And his instructions are going to be balanced attack, stick to position, cover center, that's really important. And obviously everything else is just balanced. It's just so we can manually move forward, because how I like to play is, I like to have my wingers cutting in and shoot, and my obviously Messi up front. With Kevin De Bruyne given an option with Veron as well. Obviously with Kante as a CDM, it's like a really nice balance on paper anyway. Obviously we'll see how he plays in game. But overall, he's not an awful card. He's definitely not the best, but he's considerably not the worst either. So he's kind of in the middle ground in terms of statistics. But let's just go jump into a game and see how we get on with him. So we have got a game. We are doing this in that new game mode, which is for the Berquin Adidas Numbers Up card, as I can't seem to find a game and anything else. This will be a good enough test, as it's going to be all-out attack. Great for our box-to-box assessment on Veron. Really interested to see how he plays, especially in certain types of scenarios. We did use Berquin yesterday. If you haven't seen that review, then I will put it in the description or at the end screen. Do get him on a ball. He is quite big, which is nice. Very opposing. Bit slow on the dribbles and the skill move. That'll be down to the 5-star weak foot, down to the 3-star skill. Good passing ability though, which is nice as we do get through here. We've got Messi clean through. We can play that ball. Lovely ball in. Messi shoots. And we've missed it, unfortunately. That was Mbappe. He can't. Just trying to swing left to right. Keeping him in. Nice pressure there. Getting him to go back. Not a problem. Oh, unfortunately, didn't intercept there. Good tackle though from Vidic. Right, let's get him on the go. On the ball. Nice little move up. Looking for that run back again. Good ball in. Messi going to overlap for us. Here's Smith Rowe. Couldn't quite get there. It's not the greatest pass there. Obviously looking for options. He does feel a little bit clunky. That could be down to, again, his balance and agility as well as his height. That is a foul. A bit lucky there. See what his statistics are on free kicks. Can't imagine it being amazing. Oh, they actually are pretty damn good. Fair enough. 98 power, 88 free kick, actually 85 curve, 99 pen. So I will take back what I've just said. Veron wants it. And we're off again. Smith Rowe trying to make that run down. Can we play it into the gap? Yeah, he's really good at this pass in between the lines. Very unlucky he was about to play that last ball there. Nice little link up. As you can see, those passes he's very good at doing. Messi through. Good ball. Can we finish? We can't. I can't believe he didn't score that. Nowhere to go. But again, as you can see, you can find that pass more times than not. So we do get him here. We're going to run through with him. Going to shoot across goal. Not the greatest. We do get a rebound. And he's managed to get the luckiest goal I've ever seen. Sometimes you just got to take the shot. You can't win it if you're not in it. And we've managed to get ourselves a goal there. But he is feeling a bit clunky at times. He does the job, but I can imagine in the high-end games like division rivals, in terms of elite or maybe rank 1, and the end games of foot champs, he may let you down at times. And in other games, he may do really well. It's one of those cards as he couldn't quite win the tackle there, which is a shame. Again, He's not the best at it, those left stick dribbling, which I do like players that can do that. I prefer my agile players, obviously with the team I have. That is pretty good from him though. So he does find Kante, very unlucky there, poor touch from Kante. But that's the best way to use him, I think. If you're playing 4-4-2, it's going to be tough to try. You're going to notice some games he's going to disappear and other games he's going to be all over the place and do really well. He needs to have like a 3 centre mid or a 3 midfielder set up, sorry. Play it back to Smith Rowe. What a ball. Like there, for example, he's offside. I don't think he's offside. But there, for example, is the best way to use him. He gets in those little pockets of space and then plays those balls into the space. We get one more attack before the end of the game. Run into the space. Again, there is not the greatest dribbling, as you can see. Like, he just doesn't really drive through the players. That is down to his agility. It is half-time, though. We're 1-0 up. Veron's been playing all right. He's been doing the basic jobs. Nothing too crazy or outstanding, but then again, he's not really made that many mistakes. As we'll look at his half-time performance so far. As you can see here. So as you can see, he's got 9.3. That's because of the goal. He's had 27 dribbles, 22 complete, which is okay, actually. 3 shots, 2 on target, 1 off target. Obviously being the save and then the tapping for the open net. This is where it's interesting. If you look at the green passes, are all really good long forward balls. And that is really important. And then in terms of defending, he's made no tackles, but he's intercepted the ball 4 times. And that's down to his height. We are going to make a few changes here. We are going to bring on a winger just to give us some sort of pace. We're not finishing too much with Veron. It's more the balls he plays and how he gets forward and wins. Is like, as you can see there, that's what I mean by his pace. But he does win the ball back, but then he doesn't really win it back, which you need to be careful with. Whereas Kante pushes the opponent off the ball every time, but that's because he is an out-and-out CDM. I think if he were to put a shadow on him, then he could maybe do better. But it's stuff like that. Like, that's just not good enough from a midfielder's point of view, where puts a bit of pressure on but doesn't really deliver. Ball. Good in tackle though. Got Messi clean through. See, that's not the greatest pass. Who wants the ball there? Got Veron on the air. Veron, sorry. What a finish there from Veron. I called him Veron by accident, but that is a great goal from him there. What you like to see. Good little finish top right. That's the Hunter coming into play. As I think our opponent has rubber banded it. Unbelievable. Why do people do this? I'll just pause it and then I'll be back into the second game in a minute. So the game's finally ended. A long second half of just doing absolutely nothing. We'll have to take his statistics as a pinch of salt for a bit, but he was okay. Like, he did the job. Really good finish on the second goal. Obviously getting 2 goals is important. One thing I will notice is he's a little bit slow on the ball in terms of what he does. His turning isn't great sometimes, and I don't know what it is if it's defending. Like, sometimes he intercepts, sometimes he doesn't. I don't really know what to make of him. I'm still can't decide whether to play him as a CDM or a cam. I know he's a box to box, but in terms of chem style, whether to play a hunter or a shadow. So we are going to jump into a second game. For my style of play with Kante, he's going to have to be a box to box. But you could possibly play him as a CDM. I just feel his acceleration and his agility lets him down a little bit in terms of that sort of choice. But let's jump into the second game and see how we get on. So we have managed to get into the second game. Again, it's the same guy. So if he does rubber band this time, we're just going to quit out. But obviously, he's going to try and score as many goals as he can. We know the fact he's just sat there and rubber banded as well, which is a bit annoying. To get this Berkwin card, it isn't that difficult. But yeah, like, he does all right, Veron. He's very, like, I wouldn't... That's a really good pass, I was going to say. I wouldn't know how I feel if I got him in an icon SBC, for example, mid. Or if he was in swaps and I got him, like, I would probably be a bit disappointed. But see, that pass there is a prime example of how he got intercepted a little bit, but still managed to find our man. A bit out of position, down to me, but interesting slow animation on that pass there. A little link up here. This is what I like about him the most, though. Had to fake that in. Lovely bit of skill to go out. Managed to stay on side. Really nice football there. Played nice and early. Into feet. Really nice ball. Nice touch. Messy finish. I've hit the post. No way. But you can see the way I'm using him to link up the play in between the defence and then the midfield. We play it back here, for example. Wait for the option. Play it out wide. Going to move into that space for us. Nice little 1-2 here. See Smith Rowe. Brought his keeper out, and we do get the assist there. He's had enough. He might quit in a minute, because we're not going to let him score. And we do get the goal with him. I don't understand what's going on there. Our opponent is just not quitting either. I didn't mean to do a celebration. Our opponent is not quitting. He has now decided to rubber band again. I think we've done enough for what we need for the review. He has played really well. Like, he definitely is a box-to-box. It's whether you want him to be more defensive or more attacking is the next thing. We are just going to quit this game, so I can't be bothered to waste my time. We're going to jump onto Footbin now and see his best chem style and prices. If you have any questions about him, please comment down below. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. But let's jump over to Footbin. So we are on Footbin. It's coming in at 270 on Xbox, 278 on PlayStation. I think that's a fair price. It'll probably drop down once we get a mid-icon SBC. But as you can see here, best chem styles are either Shadow or Hunter. So we'll have a look what Shadow does to him. It makes him an 87 CDM. It doesn't really increase his header accuracy too much, but the rest of the stats go up really well. Obviously his pace and that goes up as well. If you do get him through though, that 74 finishing will make it difficult to finish with him, as obviously whereas we had a Hunter. Makes him an 87 cam or 87 centre forward. He doesn't really stay 88 rated. Only an 88 rated if you put a Shadow on him as a CM, which is weird. People suggested Powerhouse, which makes him a 92 centre mid, which boosts his interceptions, defensive awareness, stand and tackle, and obviously his vision stuff, which max out his passing basically, which I do understand why people would do that, but and a lot of people are also saying basic, which makes him a 90 centre mid as well. I think if you weren't really sure what to put on him, you could probably leave him on basic and you'd be okay. If you wanted to make him more defensive, definitely go for Shadow, and you want to make him more attacking, definitely go for Hunter. He was a really good card in terms of what he does. He does all the boring jobs. He doesn't really stand out too much, but he doesn't really make any mistakes either. You either notice him for good reasons or you don't notice him at all, which is not always a bad thing. He just does the boring jobs and gets in the way. I will say, though, he does feel very clunky at times. And his animations are a bit slow. That could be down to his agility being so low, with his balance being kind of the same, with his height. And obviously his body type is high average, which isn't the greatest. You need someone that's going to be lean for that sort of dribbling ability. 3-star skills, I didn't really use any skills to be honest with you. And the 4-star weak foot is a massive bonus. But that's going to be the video for today. So if you have any questions, again, please comment down below. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscription button, turn on notifications so you don't miss a future video, and I'll catch you in the next one.
I'm coming with a vision that's cold. You can sit back, chill with a pen and take notes. I haven't got time for the tripping flow. I'ma take my aim with a pen and unload. Cut back spray, let my enemies know when I reach.